I had the opportunity to watch this documentary of this particular person who was a hitman for the mob. And he did several, if not almost 100 contract killings. Sometimes he would go in clubs, he would have on wigs, he would do all kind of different scenarios in order to achieve this particular hit. And being locked up and put away and confessing to all of these things as he was behind bars, it was quite interesting that people who lived in his neighborhood and even his wife had no idea what kind of person he really was. Because, see, on the outside looking in, he looked very normal. He's very hospitable. He's a great person. He is trustworthy enough. You can bring your kids over to his house and spend the night. But this is a person who is a contract killer. And you would never know it. I want to ask a question today. What if, hypothetically speaking, you were to go out to the grocery store, you had some mechanism to show what type of people were out that day and the heinous things that folk would do? Most of you would never leave your house if you knew that next to you in the grocery store was a guy that was a killer. Next to you that you're talking to you would almost be frightened to go outside every day. And I want to talk about who these people are and how do they get there and what is their mechanism. They are people who have an encyclopedia of secrets. And I want to shout out to a brother in the chat who gave me the idea of this particular topic, and I want to talk about it with black men. Who are these black men out there who feel or pretend that everything is fine? But they have deep, dark secrets and things you don't know about. Some of them who have violent streaks, and some of them who can't keep relationships together. Some of them who just can't get it together. We judge them, but we really don't know those encyclopedia secrets because we don't really know what's in that book. Because maybe if we knew as a group of brothers, we would be a little bit more understanding as to why the person was that way. Now, I'm not here to justify anybody who commits wrongdoings, but I will say this. How many black men hold secrets in their daily encyclopedias they don't want to tell somebody? Me and George did a show about that today. Brothers who have been molested. Brothers who have been in all sorts of harmful things and had terrible things happen to them in their childhood. But they get out every day and they do their best to act normal, such that you would never suspect that these are some of the things that have happened to them. But lo and behold, as time goes on in their life, these situations pretend, but they usually catch up. And catching up really means that glass house breaks down. And all other things that they have been dealing with emotionally or psychologically comes to a head. So I want to talk to you brothers about it today because only black men can look out for each other. Only we can help one another. We cannot depend on any other person or groups to do it. How do you deal in life as a damaged brother? And we got to be honest. A lot of us are damaged goods. A lot of us been through a lot of problems. A lot of us have nightmares about those issues. Whatever happened to you, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but you know better than anybody else. People think you got it made. You got money. You got cars. You got women. But at night, that don't even matter. How many successful people do you know that have committed a suicide or jumped off a bridge and had everything that life was to give them? But for whatever reason, these encyclopedia of secrets weigh them down every night. And that problem is bigger than you. It becomes greater than you. And see, as a group of black men, when we deal with one another, we have to be really serious about this thing. We are the most damaged group in the black community. I really got to say it. And a lot of people would disagree and say that the black women are the most attacked group in the black community. I don't know if I agree. I think they're more vocal about it. I think that black women are more strategic about getting their message out. They're more organized than black men are. They understand how working as a group is beneficial. But I don't think there's anybody more abused than you in America. Not by your parents, not by the police, not by society. It's you. But yet, you have nobody to talk to about this. And George Macon makes this point. How do we heal before you can be, brothers or fathers or whatever, men in the community that do these things, if you have such situations? Can you heal to work with other people? Work with, be happy even with yourself. You're bogging down with an encyclopedia of secrets that have made you so terrible that your relationships fail, everything fails, or you pretend to be something that's not happening because you won't tell people about what's bothering you. We have a lot of black men out there that have a lot of terrible things that have happened, and they don't want to admit it because it's a shot to the masculinity. It brings them to a certain terror of pain. But see, the thing about it is, brother, you need to get help. You have to get help. Something is wrong. You cannot go on in life holding on to the fact that something happened to you when you was little, somebody did this to you when they was little, somebody did this and that. And it's a hard discussion to have, especially on my channel, because I don't want to make anybody relive anything. But at the end of the day, for brothers to be able to heal worldwide, number one, we need to be accepting of the fact that some brothers have went through more traumatic things than others. Making jokes about it and talking down to them because of what they've been through is not nice. It's not fair. It's unfair. And it's treason. We as a group of black men must start creating safe spaces for black men to come in and talk, for black men to come in and fellowship, for black men to come in and do all sorts of things that have befell them, or they were taken advantage of when they were defenseless or helpless as little boys. This is something that we as a group of black men, we must be serious about. And do it in such a way that is non-judgmental. Because the world is going to judge you anyway. The women are going to judge you anyway. Society is going to judge you anyway. We have to be honest and allow brothers the ability to express themselves. You don't know how many brothers in that live stream were coming in saying, oh man, I was touched by my uncle. I was molested. All of these horrific things that happen to these people. But they want to come to safe places where they can get help. And that's not something to make fun of. Because if you want somebody as a brother to, look out for you and have patience with you and, make sure you feeling okay, you must be able to reciprocate that. And so after we're able to do that, then we can go forward. We can go forward as individuals, we can go forward as a group. But we need to start supporting each other emotionally as a group of black men. It's the most important thing. Because, see, a lot of times people say black men don't support financially. Black men don't support blase. Listen, finances is easy. Brothers spending money is easy. But to support black men is what we need to be doing. And we can only do that, the most important, emotionally. And that is the thing. Be understanding your brothers emotionally. Try to be understanding. Try to talk to people if you can. That's in your personal life or stuff. Try to understand these people so they can understand you. And then once you're able to do that, boom, we can go forward. So this is for the brothers, man, that's holding them Encycloepedia secrets, man. Get help, man. Shout out to my brother D. Durrell. Go check his YouTube channel out. He's a psychotherapist. There are other brothers out there, man, that deal with black male clients and deal with black male situations. We have brothers out there that can help you out. So just remember that, brothers, and keep on keeping on. And again, I hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.